Okay, Ethan. Yeah, I thought it would be easiest to just make a video on how to wind this watch. There's some videos out there, but I don't think they do a great job of explaining what the actual happening on the inside, which I think makes it a bit easier to operate the winding stem on this thing. So quick overview. Let me start over here. Hopefully that focuses. Put my glasses on here. Overview. So the first position here, this is the position it's always pretty much going to be at 99.9% of the time. And that is the screw down position. It's all the way screwed to the case. The gaskets are pressed up against each other, and hopefully it's waterproof. The next position is position 2 here. Let me take that so it focuses. Position 2, and that's where you wind the watch. Clockwise winds it, and then backwards or counterclockwise doesn't wind it. And then out to position 3, and this is where you set the time and date, but your date is covered up, so it doesn't really matter for you. And what makes this watch really quirky, and I'm going to scroll over here for a second, is how the crown works. And they referred to this as a wobbly crown, so we'll talk about that there in a minute. So first thing, just unwind it, and you'll feel it decouple from the case there. And as you come back, just keep on winding it till you get a nice smooth clicking noise. It only winds in one direction, so it's just a release click when you're winding backwards. But when you wind clockwise, and just kind of keep the crown off the stem there a little bit, and you can just go back fairly quickly, back and forth, and wind it 20-30 times. It's automatic, so it'll wind once you start wearing it, but just to get it going, you can't overwind it. At least that's what I read on the internet. I've never overwound mine. And you can just go back and forth real quick, get it all wound up. When you want to set the time, you're just going to pull it out one more, and that brings you out into position 3 there. And this is kind of when you really start to notice the quirkiness is this crown was designed, and you can kind of see here, to decouple from the actual stem that goes into the movement. And basically how it works is when the crown itself is into the stem, the mechanism there is not locking, but when you pull it down, it locks. And once it locks, I'll have to scroll up there a little bit. Once it locks in, you can see there, set the time. When it's pushed in, you'll notice that this just turns freely. You can turn it and turn it and turn it. Nothing happens. It doesn't wind or doesn't set the time. No, sorry. Now it's connected. Now it's not. And so if you ever get to that point, just pull it out a little bit, and you'll get it to lock in. But anyways, after you're done setting the time, you're simply just going to push this up. I always pull it before I screw it down. I always pull it all the way out. I just find that the crown itself kind of really catches best on the case when you do that, because it's decoupled at this point, and so it'll freely just screw down. And as you screw, and almost as it gets tight, you'll hear a click. I don't know if you heard that click there, but there's a little light click. That's simply, it's pushing the winding stem back into the movement, and back into the position where you can wind, and it's locked down. And in terms of screwing it down, you just need to screw it down a little bit so it's nice and snug, but you don't have to do it too much, just enough so that if you tap it or bump into it, it's not going to come out of the fully wound down position where it's waterproof. Yeah, you really don't have to crank the hell out of it. Anyways, there's your watch. It's going in the mail today. Should be down there in a couple days. Hope you enjoy it. Talk to you soon.